Hello everyone and welcome back to FTL. So in the last episode, we just cleared Sector 1, which was our originating sector. Now we are in Engi controlled space. I don't remember if I explained this beforehand to those who don't know. Engis are basically robots, so we'll be encountering plenty of them here. So let's chart our course. Normally it's best in order to try and explore as much of a sector as possible before the rebel fleet catches up with you. Because then of course if they find you, then every single fight will be very difficult in order to reach the end. So I say we explore this way for a little while. We have plenty of fuel, so I don't have to worry about that. At least for the moment. Oh, here we go, a Mantis ship. Okay, so this is not a pirate. These are just mantises. So a mantis in and of itself is just like a praying mantis in real life. They have double attack damage for hand-to-hand combat. They're also really fast. They have a teleporter. So I'm kind of hesitant to fight this early on because I only have humans in my crew, which are not a very good pair with them. Normally for fighting mantises, you either want really strong doors, a rockman, which has 150 health, as to where humans or other normal aliens-ish only have like 100 health. Or overwhelming odds to fight them. You know what, let's just see what happens. We'll aid the civilian ship. So they kind of act like pirates, but they're just a warrior culture, really. Seems they have a double laser there. Oh. Okay, we'll just hit that first. Yeah, I figured as much. We'll have our weapons guy go in there and help them out, and in the event that things get a bit too hairy for them, which it's already not a good lineup, we might have him move to medical room. So long as there is at least one person occupying this space, we shouldn't have to worry about them damaging the system. Can we get him? Oh, we didn't get him. There, but that'll at least stop them from hurting us. Never try and leave your, bridge or, what's this called? Piloting room? Whatever. Never leave your bridge unattended, because then it tanks your evasion and prevents you from charging your FTL. Here, I'll demonstrate that real quick. See, it requires both of these rooms in order to be occupied for that to work. Not bad. Hey! I'm not gonna take, I'll take him, yeah. I'm not gonna look a gift horse in the mouth. We'll have you on shields. Actually, we have 159 scraps, so I think it's time for an upgrade. Having more shields would definitely be beneficial. Hell, even just an extra power bar to have on engines would be great, but I could just temporarily use the med base power for that. Let's see here, 60. So that's 100 right there. Plus 40. We have just enough for a third layer of shield. Oh, but this early on, though... I'm kinda hesitant. Let's just get one upgrade for the doors for right now, because that's not gonna require extra energy. Yeah, it costs a bit of scrap, but it's necessary, because now we can actually stop people from getting around freely when they board. Which, with Mantis around, that's going to be very useful. Because then we can keep them contained in dedicated rooms or blocks of rooms. And what do we have here? And drain their oxygen. Helping a merchant. Yeah, that sounds fine. Changing to a pirate-controlled sector. Well, I'm not familiar with this particular quest, so I'm not sure what the reward would be. Nonetheless, I'll just help anyway. Oh, so it is in our way. Okay. Not bad. Yeah, and that was about where I was gonna go anyways. Oh, but the fleet's catching up. So another thing to make note of is that you should always check your route to the exit and make sure that number one, you have enough fuel to get there, and number two, that there are actually connections to the places you want to go. Because just from the blank screen alone, you won't be able to tell if some star is like off in the middle of space and not connects to anything like this here. You would think that being towards the end of the map that this would connect to the exit, since it can reach everything else, but it can't. Excuse me. So let's continue on. This was not broadcasted as a store. But I am curious to see what happens. Hey, that's actually really good. So, your fuel, like all of these resources up here, your missiles and your drone parts, all carry over between sectors. So if you can get a bunch of it really early on, that would be very helpful. Tuco again? Okay. Looks like this pirate's out for revenge. Actually, you know what? Let's just see what they hit us with. Because I can't talk today. If I'm right here, then they can't actually hurt us. Yeah, they can't. Holy crap. So this is a good way to, show off our new crewmate's ability to use shields here. Or not. If they keep getting stunned, they don't earn experience. Never mind. Alright, we'll wipe them out. We'll hit this one next. Get that shield out of the way, let us deal some more damage to their ship. Okay, now we're back up to 150 again. I don't know, we're kinda... I'm hunting for an extra weapon or two right now, so I'm trying to save up scrap for that, but at the same time, that third shield is looking very appealing. I don't know. Oh, getting extra evasion would be nice, though, that I wouldn't have to power. Yeah, we're doing it. There, that should make us immensely strong for early game. Oh, a distress signal. We do need to explore back here a little bit more before reaching the end, but hold on a second. So that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so we have only about 6 jumps left until we get the exit taken over, and that's just me guesstimating. I don't think we can do it. We're gonna have to just go for that quest. Oh! Heck yeah, I'll trade these for upgrades. Oh, only by 1 though? It's fine. We'll just shove that on the engines. Give ourselves a little bit higher evasion. This should also increase the time, or not increase, but improve the time that it takes for our FTL to charge. Okay, well that's concerning. The rebels are catching up with us. Hey, no advanced systems, nice. They shouldn't be able to get through our shields. Actually, hold on. Yeah, they can't. Hey, this is perfect. So now I can demonstrate this, this skill leveling thing I mentioned last video. So normally when you are in a superior position like this, with a ship that's not trying to flee, and they don't have enough weaponry to actually get through your shields, you can level up your piloting, your engineer, or whoever your engine person is, and your shields guy, all at the same time, just from this situation. Because if you just let the game run long enough, they'll max out their skills. I'm actually half tempted to just sit here and wait. Tell you what, I'll just sit here and talk until they're up with their first level. Which might take a little bit, but that's fine. So I've had some previous experience with this game before, in years past. I used to watch other YouTubers actually play this. I forget who, it's been so long. But this has definitely been something that I've wanted to play on my YouTube channel for quite some time, because I know my computer can actually run this. And now that I also have some upgrades to my audio as well, like I have a proper microphone now, and I know how to use it, it's just funny how everything just comes full circle. So, future plans for this run of FTL. I'm planning on getting all 4 weapons, but I'm not intending on using, like, missiles or drone parts. I just want, like, lasers and beam weapons, hopefully. I know if I can get a hold of a good heat laser, that would also be really strong. But ultimately, though, we're gearing this thing up for... Our main mission, like, is to get to the end of the galaxy here and report in on the Rebels' weakness, being their flagship. If we could destroy that behemoth of a ship, then we'll win the war. Or at least that's the goal of the game. I'm assuming everyone knows that at this point, because I'm not exactly the first guy to play this game over the last 10 years or so. So, yeah. Yeah, they're about halfway there. So how you would typically train weapons is you would get, like, a very weak, burst laser, like what they're doing to us. You'd basically just get a very weak weapon that only takes off 1 shield and doesn't deal any damage to their ship, and just let it fire forever. And that's how you would level up, just about everything except for repairs and melee. Those you really can't cheese whatsoever, but you will likely level them up over the course of a game if you play under the right circumstances. As for the other systems that I'm trying to get a hold of, I don't really want teleporters or drone control, although those could be useful against fighting the flagship. Typically, I try and go for things like a backup battery or cloaking, usually. I find those to be a little bit more useful for avoiding bullet hells whenever those get thrown at us. Because for those that don't... tripping over my words again. For those that don't know, cloaking can be utilized to completely dodge any incoming fire, as well as prevent your ship from being targeted and hit by missiles. So that's one of the reasons why I like it. Hey, we got an upgrade. Pilot's up to level 1 now. Or at least I call it level 1. Those little skill bars they have fill up twice. So number 1 is for their green level, which you can see indicated by that green icon here for piloting. So now they get +7 to evasion. And then it'll fill up again gold or yellow. And then that'll turn yellow or gold. Alright, got our engineer. We're just waiting on shields. Oh, shields are already done. Alright, we're good here. Let's wipe them out. I'm really wanting another weapon now. Instead of getting any more upgrades to our shields this early on, because this is only Sector 2, we really need to go and get, like, a better weapon. Normally in fights of attrition like this, you really just need better shields and to be able to at least deal damage. Because then you can get through just about anything if you sit long enough. Oh yeah, there's also manned markers down here for whether or not they have a level. Let's just stop their engines too, just in case. Ha! No, they're rebels. If we let them go, they'll... Actually, let's hit their bridge. Keep them trying to repair everything all at once. Keep their people moving from one end of the ship to the other. And scrap. Very nice. Oh, right, and something else. Your subsystems group here, which is things like your piloting, your sensors, your door control, don't require energy from the reactor to use. So that's why I can upgrade them freely without needing to worry about upgrading the reactor at all. Alright, let's get to this quest. No, we're gonna fulfill this delivery. This is a really weird setup, but I could also easily see this as like a test of trust. Not bad. We even got more scrap out of it. And a drone part. That's actually really good. You see, this is something that I would use in between fights in order to be able to repair the ship. Would have been really helpful on like an Engi vessel, but it's not that bad. I say we go down. Okay. Hey, a store. We only have 2 jumps. We'll go for it. Yep. Okay. Hey, we got some good things here. Another one of these. I'm not really as excited for these ion chargers usually, because ion weapons in the right hands can do very good work when you time them correctly between your regular weapons. Normally we'd use these to take out enemy shields, and then you could just use your actual damaging weapons like a burst laser to deal damage to the ship. So they can be useful on my builds sometimes, because they can also stall certain systems on an enemy ship as well, like their FTL or their weapons. So in theory, they kind of do the same thing, but ion damage, though, is just like a temporary, like, stun. It's not like an actual damage that the enemy crew would have to... Oh, I just noticed some of these. That's really strong against Zoltan, but I do not intend to fight them this run, hopefully. The scrap recovery arm I do always love to pick up. Getting 10% more scrap, but it also takes 50 scrap to claim this. But since it's early on enough, I think it would be worth it. Half damage from low oxygen. That is also really helpful, because I've had issues in the past, like I explained in the last video, where if our oxygen system gets hit and then the entire ship starts losing it and we can't get to it fast enough in order to... Yeah, that whole debacle. Tell you what, we need to sell this dumbhole repair drone. The Artemis is kind of useful early on. We do have a lot of missiles. But it is also worth 19 scrap, and this is like the last store before the next sector. I don't know. You see, this one here only fires 2 shots, but it requires 2 power. Our other weapon here... Oh, it has a possible fire effect. I didn't know that. It has 3 shots per charge as a Mark II. It also takes a couple of power. You know what? You know what? I might do that. And the scrap recovery arm. Okay. And then we will need some upgrades for getting that powered. I should just need 1 weapons upgrade and 2 reactor. Which would be 35, and I cannot afford it yet. Ooh, this is gonna be weird. Still need 1 system power. I can squeeze that out. There we go. Still takes a little bit to charge, but this should be fine. I know that I am losing evasion. I'm like at the lowest evasion possible right now for this setup, but trust me, it's not necessary when we have 3 shields. Oh no. We're gonna be running right into the rebels. Yeah, we've got 3 shields and working weapons, we'll be fine. Here we go. Okay, so what's gonna happen is that the ships in the background are gonna shoot at us while this one is, and it's fully kitted out. Oh, but thank goodness it doesn't have a... Ugh! Oh no. Okay. Focus all firepower on weapons. Actually, no, I need to wait for them to charge up first and then fire them all at the same time in the same volley. Nope, we're just gonna go and do that. This is gonna suck. Yeah, I see they immediately hit oxygen. Oh. Alright, we're good to go. Actually, no, we do want... I know it's not great losing some weapons, charge, and stuff in this situation, but we are just trying to run right now. We do not need to win against this guy. Although, technically speaking, I could. Yeah, now that their weapon systems have been disabled, this should be a pretty easy fight now, actually. I'll just stay. Wipe them out. Oh, I forgot. That's why I don't usually... I have to volley these, because it has 2 shields. There. So, for certain weapons, you'll sometimes reach a situation like what I'm in right now, where a weapon can only deal the exact amount of damage as the enemy shields are. So the only way to overcome that is if you have enough shots or something that can bypass the shields to deal damage. And if you time them right, you can actually get this to work correctly. Otherwise, you'll just automatically miss and lose out on all that damage. Wow, we actually took a lot of damage from that. Hey, we survived! Ah! Well, that was pointless. Fine. Oh no! We have to pick between the Mantis Homeworlds and a Mantis Controlled System. Oh, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. So I could technically go to the Mantis Homeworlds and maybe get a ship out of this. But we would lose like most of our hull anyway. What do I do? Tell you what, I'll leave this up to the comments in this video. I will wait exactly 24 hours, or well, maybe not 24 hours. Let's say I'll wait 12. I'll wait 12 hours before I decide after I upload this video. Comment where you want me to try and go next. Other than that, thank you for joining me, folks. I'll see you in the next one.